I first came across the name Priya Hosali on the cover of a book. It was a book entitled Indian English and British English. I made a note of her name. I noticed that she worked at the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages, Hyderabad. Later on, when I decided to do a PhD at the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages, Hyderabad, I wanted to work with Priya Hosali. I spoke to my MPhil supervisor, V. Saraswati, who gave me a letter to Priya Hosali. I took this letter to Priya Hosali. I met her in Hyderabad. She was very kind to me. As soon as I entered her room, she gave me a very big smile, which reassured me completely. She was very kind to me in other ways. She agreed to be my supervisor, and I was very happy that I found Priya Hosali, a person who was very similar to me. She was fond of laughing. She was fond of enjoying her life, and I found a kindred spirit in her. I enrolled on the PhD program in Linguistics and Phonetics at the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages, Hyderabad. Priya Hosali was my supervisor. She was very kind and considerate. She allowed me to work in my own way, but she helped me narrow down the focus of my research on General American, the standard American English pronunciation. I wanted to find out how intelligible General American, or GA, was in India. Priya Hosali and I decided that I would write a speech which would later be recorded by a speaker of General American. This is what happened. I wrote down a speech which was recorded by a speaker of General American. I played back this speech to various Indians, ranging from a young age to an old age, and differing in many aspects, including education and cultural background. I found out that General American was intelligible in India, except for a few sounds, which posed a problem to some Indians. Though I could not complete my PhD under the supervision of Priya Hosali, I remained her student. I studied her. I studied how she conducted herself. She was a polite, courteous person. She spoke calmly and soothingly. She was considerate. She loved animals. She loved nature. She loved the good things in life. She was neat. She spoke very neatly. She wrote very neatly. She wrote precisely. And this is what I liked about her. She also gave me certain advice on how to write. And I learned a lot from her. I learned how to speak from her also. I learned to speak from various people, and Priya Hosali is one of them. Today I am very glad that I had a chance to know her. I knew her rather well. I have spoken to her so many times, and I certainly miss her today. But all the information that I learned from her, is still with me. And Priya Hosali is still with me.